In Revelation, there are two beasts which appear. They appear a little bit later in the book. You have a sea beast and you have a land beast. There is no Antichrist in Revelation, or at least the book never uses that particular term, but it does talk about the two beasts. First, there is a sea beast. Whenever you see a creature rising out of the sea or some kind of image of the sea in the Bible, it usually refers to chaos. In other words, the general chaos of the world is symbolized by the sea, because there seems to be very little order in the way that the waves and the water and the wind all go together. So the sea is an image of chaos, and this sea beast rises out of the chaos of the world and is given authority by the dragon that we just read about, who would be Satan. It also, this passage also uses imagery from Daniel 7, and it probably is a metaphor for the Roman Empire itself, which extended as far as most people knew back in those days. In addition to the sea beast, there is a land beast. This land beast is also given authority from the dragon. Again, we said is a symbol of Satan. And there is a number associated with this land beast. The number is 666. That number is symbolic in a couple of ways. First of all, if the number 7 is a symbol of completion, which it is, 7 days in a week, then 666 is a strong metaphor for incompletion or lack of completion. Something is incomplete. In other words, whatever the Romans were doing, whatever the Roman emperor was doing, was incomplete, and God would not stop doing what God was going to do at the end of the world until everything was complete. So you see that comparison drawn between God and the land beast. This number 666 also may be a reference to an emperor named Nero, who blamed Christians for a fire in Rome in the 60s, around a time when some early Christian leaders were being executed. This land beast is probably a symbol for the emperor himself, because we see in this passage that the beast enforces emperor worship. Why was this the case? Well, many emperors considered themselves to be divine or children of gods, and they would put those kinds of things on coins and in different parts of correspondence, and they would expect that the people of their empire would worship them as gods. You could probably guess that this position was not very popular among Christians, and they refused to do that for the most part, and for that they were harassed and persecuted